Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Geometric Constructions, the equilateral triangle. Now, the equilateral triangle is the most basic polygon. It has the fewest possible number of sides and angles to actually form a polygon, and it is arguably one of the simplest regular polygons to construct. Now, what you're going to want to do first is mark any point as your center point, as I've done here. I like to label my center point O. You can label it whatever you want, it really doesn't matter. Then, what you're going to want to do is set your compass to any appropriate length, by which I mean big enough that you can actually see the circle you're making, but not too big as to completely fill up the page, because sometimes you actually need to go outside of the circle in your constructions. So go ahead and make your circle with your compass, and then you're going to want to create any diameter. Label it AB, or your two favorite letters, whatever they happen to be. Then what you're going to want to do is, keeping your compass at the same radius, which you can check, and yes it is, you're going to want to go from either point A or point B, doesn't matter. Set your compass at the point and arc it across, intersecting the circumference of the circle twice. Then you connect your points. And notice that I'm not actually using the ruled side of my straight edge here, because in a geometric construction you do not need to measure anything except for in a Neusis construction, which we'll get to later, and even then you don't need to measure in numbered units, but we'll get to that on the heptagon. There you have your equilateral triangle. Now, very important, what you've created here with this line is what's known as a perpendicular bisector, and this has bisected, or cut into two, the radius OA, and it has cut it in two at a perfect 90-degree angle. And a perpendicular bisector will be used in almost every single construction after this one, so it's very important. And really, all you do for a perpendicular bisector is you make your line, and then set your compass to any length that is greater than 1/2 the length of the line, which you can do by estimating. And you arc across from one part of the line, from one endpoint to the other endpoint, which gives you your 2 points, and then you connect them. Okay, and here is a variation of the construction for an equilateral triangle. In this construction, instead of making a triangle inside a given circle, you build the triangle off of a given line of any length. I'm going to name it AB. Then what you do is you set your compass to the length of line AB, and you make an arc from A, then you make an arc from B. Then you simply take your straight edge and connect A to your new point and B to your new point, and it gives you an equilateral triangle. Thank you for watching, and this has been an Aldebaran Productions Math.